Hello, everyone out there. Thank you to my JQ215 community and those of you who don't have an account but still click on the video to watch it because I've seen some of my videos take off and some of my videos just kind of start to build slowly. So I just want to say thank you to all of you guys who support my journey and support everything that I'm doing. I also want to say thank you to those individuals in the healthcare industry. I did take to my social media, I did post that, and I wanted to read it out to you guys. And this is how I'm going to start it. I want to thank everyone out there, especially those in the healthcare industry, from the ladies and gentlemen inside the EMTs, all the way to those individuals inside the hospitals living in this day in and day out, knowing that someone in front of them has COVID-19, knowing that someone walking in has the coronavirus, and understanding that they are here for a bigger purpose, not to save themselves, but to save others. And that's why they join the medical industry. That's why they become doctors, nurses, assistants, aides, whatever the position is. You're out there knowing that someone in front of you could potentially harm you, and that could potentially harm your family, and you're putting yourself in front of that and fighting for that. And that's why I always truly believe that people in the medical field, they deserve their income, and some deserve more. The only thing I would say is the price of medication and medicine and the price of procedures are outrageous. Outrageous. And I would wish one day that we can control that so that these hospitals don't run out of masks, so that the hospitals don't run out of protective gear. Procedures and medication cost insanely too much, especially compared to other countries. Canada, case in point. Procedures and medication. Doctors, nurses, those in the field deserve to be compensated for their strength and hard work. But procedures and medication, oh man, the USA has to do something about that. And as we know, the pharmaceutical industry and those guys are giants. Because they're giants, they create, I truly believe, and once again, I get into my conspiracy theory, I truly believe they are the creators of disease and COVID-19 and coronavirus because they're not making enough. And that's when it comes down to something that I've talked about before, greed in the US of A. That's what this country's built on, greed. And we have to get away from that because we as a people, as a human race, are better than that. But unfortunately, we have people in power that abuse it. So hopefully one day those guys get the message, because those individuals could somehow, contract, get the virus, and they can be right now sitting in a bed by themselves without anyone in their family. So it can happen to you, point blank. That's it. It can happen to you. So appreciate that you're here another day, and appreciate those around you. I also want to thank those fighting for our country in the military overseas and on land. I want to thank those government officials and essential employees out there who have to be out there on the front line. And they risk their lives to be out there on the front line to still support our people, because people still need our support and need our help. I also wanted to thank the families that help their children see things from a different perspective, a positive one. Kids understand more than some of us adults do. Not only do they understand, they comprehend, and they're able to dissect it a lot better than we are. But it is up to us to help them understand why they see what they see and what's going on, and to remain positive. There's a way to break through. Keep your promises and be positive. I also wanted to thank all of the small businesses for helping the communities, for helping the hospitals, for feeding them. My good friend Muhammad out there and his restaurant and business. They were out there delivering food to those in need, those helping us, those fighting for us. Don Panchito. So if any of you guys ever check it out, I believe it is in Philadelphia on Grant Avenue. I could be wrong, but I apologize. But you can look it up on my Facebook and Instagram. Muhammad Sadiq. Real amazing to see what he is doing in his community. And those big businesses out there, with the CEOs that say, hey, I'm going to pay these employees. with the organization that says, hey, I'm going to give you extra, I'm going to give you more because you deserve it. You're doing something and you're not asking for it. So shout out to those industries. Those organizations and businesses. Thank you also to those organizations, as I said, that still compensate people for staying home. In this time, not only those that get more because they're still working and on the front line because they're essential, but those organizations that pay people to stay home. That's not easy to do, big or small organization. But I know if we can shave a little off the top, they can make something happen for what's on the bottom. And those frontline employees, they're not considered the bottom because they're the front line making the engine work. The engine, your business, they're making it work. So huge shout out and kudos to them. But they're not paid as much as those guys on top. There's levels, So shout out to those people up top that say, hey, take something from me to give to those in need. Thank you to the pet families. I know this is a little, sometimes people are like, oh, dogs, pets, they're not pet people. I get it. You don't have to be if you're not a pet person. But thank you to those pet people, pet families, and those pets that stay by their side, by your side, actually, not by their side, by your side, and hug you and keep you warm and, help you see there's purpose out there, because, that pet loves you unconditionally. That pet doesn't know that, hey, in order to love you, I want something in return. They don't tell you that, that like our dogs love us unconditionally. I can say, hey, bad dog. And 2 seconds later, the dog's running at me, kissing me, loving me, and being kind. So thank you to those pet families and those pets out there, keeping us sane and protecting us in this time as well. I also wanted to on a personal note, thank my wife. Thank you for being strong, being resilient, and staying positive. My wife works in the real estate industry with Keller Williams, part of the Ray Lopez team in Orlando. And she conducts real estate in Jacksonville as well. And she is a hard worker, and she's even helped refer business out and help people get homes in other states as well. So, she remains resilient, stays consistent, continues to work hard. She's on her phone doing virtual calls, on her phone with her clients, reaching out. When she has good news, she shares it. It's just amazing to see that she cares unconditionally. Thank you to my circle of family and friends too, from my brothers and sisters to my mother and father that continuously reach out to me to make sure that I'm doing well. To my second family, the Espositos, Teddy's always been a person to reach out and make sure I was fine. To my boy Steve out there, even my boy Devon, who I will call to, because he did reach out to me yesterday and I fell out. Just had a long 15-hour drive, and then when we got here, the baby was not feeling well and fussy, so we had to kind of take care of the baby and stay up, and then we finally got to sleep. We slept probably for about 9-10 hours. So thank you to my family and friends that reach out and always check in on me. Thank you for being there for me always. And last but not least, I truly wanted to thank my children. I wanted to thank my children because they continue to inspire me because they're strong. They're homeschooling right now. They're doing virtual classes, but they're still consistent. They're still working hard. They still reach out just like I reach out to them, and they always have a smile on their face. I just spent my son's birthday with him in Philadelphia over the weekend, and he's just such a positive soul. My daughter's such a beautiful, positive soul. And in times like this, when you're a parent, you're not really thinking about yourself too much. You're thinking about them and how are they going to live through this and how these things are going to, how is it going to work for them. And one thing I would say, guys, is to end this all, I understand that regardless of the way things are, our mindset and our perception can conquer all. So how you perceive something will determine how that's going to end up for you. I truly believe having the ability to perceive something as positive is a superpower. I mean that. It is a superpower. Because you can easily be negative. It's so easy to be negative. Just like it's easy to put a bag of chips in my mouth, but it's hard for me to get on the treadmill. Growth, positivity, that stuff is hard work. It doesn't just happen. It's hard work. And it comes from how you Control your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul, how you control that, how you treat others. That would tell you where you're going and how far you're going. I know sometimes people can say and consider that as being an optimist and not real, but that is the choice we make as positive people. So choose happiness, understanding, and positivity, not fear, doubt, and uncertainty. We need more positivity in this world. Appreciate those around you. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope everyone is doing well. And for those of you that are not doing well, we will continue to pray for you and hope that everything is well. Take care, be safe, and appreciate another day above water. Thank you, and do not forget to stop by the website, www.jq215vlog.com. You can watch my videos, check out my content, look at my social media feed, and even check out my shop and purchase a few things for ladies, gentlemen, and JQ215 merchandise. So do not forget, and thank you again to Young Royal Apparel and their partnership for making some shirts for me. That is greatly appreciated. Take care, y'all.